We're gonna walk to the ski trails over there and ski from this cheap hotel. Behind the Dollar General. It's March 3rd, 2018 in Warren, Pennsylvania. And here you have the tunnel. Oh, the tunnel. Gotta take the skis off to go in the tunnel. Shoes on. I'll be ready.
Okay, that's the Look how long you did.
Yeah. Let me who? Yeah, it's good. If Mikey can do it, anyone can do it. Oh, look at the track. Somebody already groomed this trail. A nice deal. Walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman. Da 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 da. You say are you ready? You say no. You can do the job for your time. Later on will expire as we dream by the fire. I'm walking away, yes, away. Walking away in the wonderland. Huh? That tree was there. Oh wow, they took it out that fast? Yeah, it was there last night. That is crazy. So we can pass by where the tree was. Isn't it pretty? Oh. Paradise. This is just like the hike I did in Cook's Forest a few weeks ago. Just absolute ideal. Beautiful beyond imaginable conditions. It still looks the way it did last night. I can't believe it. It's almost the same. This is amazing. I thought it would be all melted. Some rhododendron plants.
some sort of public land, though. Otherwise, there'd be cabins all over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a national forest. I mean, what else could it be? It's their road.
Yeah.
And there's all those forest roads everywhere. Yeah. Or otherwise, what, they wouldn't have a trail post. They wouldn't be telling you, oops, sorry, that's where you should go. And wow, yeah, I think Allegany National Forest is prettier than Allegany State Park now.
It's humongous.
It's so big. It's like multiple counties, like 3 counties or something. Whoa. It's just so amazing. These trees are so huge.
Maybe it's the trees. It doesn't seem to be as much snow as I thought there would be.
Yeah, the trees are holding the snow. I went on a Cook's Forest hike a few weeks ago in conditions like this. It had just snowed real heavy. All the snow was coming off the trees and landing on us the whole time. Oh. It was like snowball after snowball. I was soaking wet when I finished.
You were hiking or skiing?
It was a hike. It was a 10-mile, like an 8 or 10 mile hike in 10 inches of snow. Oh. It was pretty intense.
What were you wearing? Snowshoes or?
No, I was just in my shoes, believe it or not, in the tennis shoes. My feet were kind of cold at the end, but they weren't frozen. Yeah. But it was
keep moving.
Yeah, we started at the north part of Cook's Forest, like at the main part of Cook's Forest, where the environmental center is, and we went all the way north, not through Route 66, but we were probably 3 miles from there.
This wasn't with the Butler Outdoor Club.
Oh no, that was the Clarion North Country Trail hikes. I go on a lot of their hikes because they're so pretty, the areas they go to.
So where do you live?
Wexford.
So that's a ways drive.
Yeah, it's once a month I figure I'll go on a Clarion hike. I mean, some months it's closer than others. It might be in Amlenton and that's not as far, but the Cook's Forest is far. Where do you live?
Between Midland, I'm about 20 minutes away from where the Little Beaver comes into.
Oh, that's the place we were talking about. Okay, you're near in Beaver County then?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I think the whole world is going toward summer sports.
Yeah, I do sports all times of the year. I have like a continuous flow of things that I phase in and out of. I can't imagine just doing stuff in the summer and then people sitting doing nothing in the winter. It's depressing enough when it's dark. That's when I try really extra hard to get out, even when it's dark. Yeah.
I like going to Lake Arthur when it was frozen over.
Yeah, I like cross-country skiing on the ice. Yeah. I even went up to Presque Isle and tried to do what I did a few years ago, and then they sounded the alarms and told me to get off the ice and made a big thing. I thought I was under arrest.
On the bay?
On the outer part. But I previously have circumnavigated the whole peninsula on the outer part, the inner part, the whole darn thing.
On the water?
Yeah, and never been bothered. Yeah, remember the polar vortex when it was so cold all the time, like 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
There was 20 inches of ice across Lake Erie, and you could have skied to Canada. You could have drove a truck to Canada. So I was able to go like you'd go in a kayak. Yeah. There were frozen waves everywhere, and I would just go behind the waves.
That is very cool.
You could do that?
Yeah.
It wasn't all jumbled up, you know?
Well, there were jumbled up parts, but I had to crawl over. I mean, it was interesting. I used these skis, and I even climbed on some of the waves with them. I mean, each step was careful, and there'd be sections where you could go real fast. Some sections, the wind was blowing me like a sailboat, and I had to use my knees to kind of keep myself from blowing. Oh, now I'm getting hot. Wow.
Yeah, hot in some places.
Huh? Snow's getting a little deeper up here. Following this little creek, I'm thinking it must be Morrison Run, because this is the Morrison Run trail, which I've heard great things about. It's one of the better known loops, I guess, in the Allegany National Forest area. Last year I hiked a little more over at Tracy Ridge, which is further north. But I love coming up here. It's so far, it's like 2.5 to 3 hours from where we live, so I only get up here a few times, but it's beautiful. There's old gas line now, something or other. Extra wide skis that actually make it more fun to break trail than not to break trail. Lots of glide. Perfect conditions. As good as you can get. It's probably in the upper 20s. Nothing sticking. Yeah, there's hoof prints, paw prints or something coming up here. I'm thinking without the other, well, there are some footprints. Could be someone's dog, could be a coyote though. Snow's coming down up ahead. Oh. 32 plus 50 on the tree. Let's see what's back here. There's that beautiful creek. The others are catching up. Okay. The sound of the creek and the snow in the trees, it feels like there is no other. And there's just here and now, and the snow in the trees and the creek. Oh. I'm still going. It's still fine over here.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good. Deer here. hope they're not coming for us.
I don't know. I heard it sound before.
Huh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I was surprised too. I mean, it looked like there was only one maybe since last night, and it was probably the guy that cut the tree. Strange. We'll find. I don't know. We'll find out where we end up. It's really pretty. Oh man, every bit of it. My feet are probably staying a lot drier than if I had hiked on a regular hiking trail, because then you have to go through creeks and stuff. Huh? Yeah, I guess they do, unless the water actually gets above the boot, which happened on the one hike, and then they take forever to dry.
Well, that was the idea of Mickey Mouse boots.
Huh.
You got water inside, they were waterproof in and out.
Whoa.
And if you kept them on, as long as you didn't get any moisture into the felt insulation.
Yeah, that's what happened. I got moisture in the felt.
And if you fly, change altitude quickly, you gotta open the valve.
Oh, they have a valve? Really?
Yeah, they got a little valve on the side. You open that.
Huh.
Otherwise, they'll get really tight.
That's crazy. Oh, I didn't know that. The boots that have you blow up. Wow.
Well, no, I tried that. I tried blowing into them. I got moisture in there.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Okay. Huh. My boots, when the felt got wet, I left them in my car, and then they were so much moisture, they were hard as a rock, and I couldn't put them on. And then when it got warm, the stink was so unbearable. They started to smell awful, and then I had to like put them in bleach or something and put them back in and put them in a boot dryer and do the whole shebang.
One of those, they called a heater.
Yeah.
Put your boots on, plug it in.
Uh-huh. I have one at home. I mean, it's like 36 watts, so you pretty much have to do it overnight. But
yeah.
I always have like 2 pairs of shoes, so I can alternate one or in, you know, the boots or whatever. Something's always on there. It is nicer. Yeah, there's at least 2 or 3 times as much snow here. Down at the bottom, yeah. There was like 2 inches. I didn't experience stickiness. I mean, usually I have so much stickiness that half of the times I skied this winter, and today is almost perfect for me. I don't know, because I did put wax on these a few times back, so I don't even know if it does anything or not. I mean, I got the 4 different kinds and they're different colors, and I just rub it on like a crayon. I don't.
These are wax skis.
Yeah.
I use some kind of liquid stuff.
Liquid. Huh.
Yeah, it is. It's working, right?
Yeah, the second stuff you use is a lot better.
Oh, you're using stuff. Wow. Huh.
A little bit, but not really.
I'm thinking, what the heck?
Well, when I put it on the first time, I didn't put it like in the kick area.
Yeah. I think that stuff is called Clister or something. Some of the waxes, but there's probably a few different kinds. I think I did a cross-country ski race once and I was terrible. They pulled me out at the first aid station, but as part of the prize for doing it, I guess they gave me some waxes. And then I haven't had them ever since. I'm like, oh, I wonder what to do with these. That was, you know, it was funny because the cross-country ski race was in New Hampshire and I didn't have cross-country skis, so I was like, can I rent cross-country skis to do the ski race, which obviously means I didn't train or practice or anything, and I ended up buying the pair at the place. It was way too much money. It was like $140 for a used pair. It lasted me until maybe 2014-ish, and that's when I got these ones off of Paul. But these were $30. I'm like, if I can get a decade out of a pair of cross-country skis, I mean, I'll put like 1,000 miles on them by that time. That's worth it.
Well, let's see. My other skis were longer and narrower. They didn't got the age. It really wasn't even going back.
Yeah. I had the other ones were skinnier, These ones are better at downhill, like the real skinny ones. I was more prone to fall. Like still can't go down any kind of steep hill, but I'm a little more stable on these.
Well, I'd say the skinny are definitely faster.
Yeah.
Depending on the snow.
They might be too fast. That's what it was. I wanted to not go so fast. Aw. Aw.
Oh, it should be real nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be all done. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's nice just going not too fast. Yeah, really peaceful. Wow. Yeah. I mean, this is every bit of the miles I get in cross-country skiing at Allegany State Park, and it's every bit as good. Ah.
Really nice there.
Yeah, I think that would make it more interesting because the place wouldn't look the same.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of times when I like to go to places. Like if someone tells me something, oh, there's a flood here. Or they told me about the ice jams on the Allegany River a few weeks ago, so I made sure to drive up there to go and see them because I like to see stuff like that you don't see very often.
Went to down to West Virginia in the 70s, and they were having a flood. And you think, oh, does it look like this all the time?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's like the time I went to the Killbuck boat ramp on the Ohio River, and I parked in the edge of the parking lot and started paddling. While I was paddling across the parking lot, the parking lot was a lot bigger, and you know, I knew when I came back I was right at the edge of the water, and there was like 2 more spaces now that were you could see. But by that point, people were coming and wading in the water and taking pictures. It was like a big fun fest because it was 150,000 CFS, and I guess at that time of the year it's supposed to be 15,000.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, on the Ohio River at Killbuck, which,
That's a lot of water.
can you imagine what it is where it hits the Mississippi River? It's got to be in the millions. That's crazy.
The most we've been out on the Allegany is around 80.
80 is pretty big for that, yeah. Wow. Because it's half of the Ohio. I wanted to paddle more on the Monongahela River. Like, those are sections I haven't done too much of. It's probably kind of ugly anywhere near Pittsburgh, but there must be put-ins in different parts.
There's the yacht.
Yeah.
Into the Monongahela.
That's the bottom Yacht. Yeah, I've done that section where you finish in the Monongahela.
We've only done Vermont, where you put in on the south side,
Uh-huh.
and then done with Point. Yeah, we stayed in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought we put it down around Homestead.
Homestead. Okay, you're a little further down there at least. I like to go and do, like, if I can figure out how big the pool is in the river, if I try to do the whole section from lock to lock. I did in the fall. I went up to Freeport, and I had never been all the way south of Freeport on that section, so I went all the way to where the dam was, kind of near Natrona, and then turned around. That was like a 4-hour paddle because it took a while to get down there. Then you can go up Buffalo Creek a little ways until you hit, you know, where the rocks are and stuff. Yeah, so much snow. Huh.
How much further you want to go?
You want to go
How far
far?
have we gone?
Maybe 2 miles.
I was going to say 2 miles up.
I want to go as far as everyone wants to go. I want to go far, but I won't make people go if they don't want to go.
Well, I'm probably ready to turn around, but I don't want to be a party pooper.
Well, let's see if this other guy, if Andy or one of the other people wants to come, or maybe people want to split off and do like a few of us go further and a few go back.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going further, but I think my knees.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up your knee.
Go up to that next
My shoulder actually hurts me less in the cold, I think, because it numbs it up more, or I'm not thinking about it so much. It's when I'm not, I'm thinking about it, it just bugs me.
You want to, let's go up to the 2-mile mark and then we can say,
well, at least see that. All right.
Yeah, I think Andy was, his skis were
His aren't working right? No.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Well, the one good thing is at least I'll be able to poop in the pot when I get back. I mean, because I've been holding it the whole time.
Oh, I thought you went back there.
No, I didn't want to because I didn't have toilet paper. I mean, or not enough at least. I didn't want to use one sheet and be itchy and nasty. I thought it was the North Country Trail.
I did too, but is it right?
I don't think this is the right place for it, though. I don't know. We might have found the North Country Trail. Archery range. Uh-oh. They're gonna shoot us with a bow and arrow. Warren Archery Club. Oh man.
I think this is a landmark we can kind of...
We would know that we were here. Okay. The trees used to have the station numbers in them, but now I'm not seeing them so much.
It's trouble. We see a lot of this stuff because the train's going up against it.
Yeah.
There and not having been here.
Huh. Behold, I have sinned. It's cool and refreshing. You are the sun, I am the moon, we are the earth, is the cold. This is where we looked over at the moon last night when it was high in the sky, shining its silvery light through the snow-covered branches and reflecting off the snow. It was bright as day in here. Oh, and just as we finished, the clouds come over and you couldn't see the moon anymore. Just where they cut the tree down. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.